You know what's crazy? I used to be that person who'd see someone amazing and think, nope, they're way too good for me, even when they actually liked me. And don't even get me started on shopping. I'd see something beautiful in a store, and even with money in my pocket, I'd convince myself I didn't deserve it. Sound familiar? Well, stick with me, because I'm going to show you exactly why this happens and, more importantly, how to break free from it. Oh boy, we need to talk about something big here, something that's probably affecting way more of us than we realize. Let me tell you a secret. These feelings aren't just who we are. They're not personality quirks or character flaws. They come from somewhere specific, and that somewhere is often our childhood home. You see, an unhappy childhood home can carve out what I like to call a black hole in our hearts. And here's the thing about black holes. They're pretty hungry. No matter how much success you pile in there, no matter how much love your friends and partners pour into it, it just keeps wanting more. Why? Because this black hole has a name: low self-worth. And when you're carrying this around, everything from romance to making money to just enjoying life feels, well, kind of impossible. Let me break down exactly what kinds of family situations create this black hole. Trust me, this was eye-opening for me too. First up, we've got the "we're so poor" parents. Even when money isn't really tight, they're constantly reminding you how expensive you are. Do you know how hard we work to send you to school? Sound familiar? Here's the kicker. It's often not even about money at all. It's about control, but man, does it leave a mark on how we see ourselves. And then there's my most hopeless: conditional love. Ever notice how some super talented, gorgeous people still feel like they're not enough? That's because they grew up in homes where love came with a price tag. Get good grades? Here's some love. Mess up? Oops, love machine's broken today. It's like emotional whiplash, and it creates this crazy idea that we have to be perfect to be worthy. Let me tell you about the third type, the "nothing is ever good enough" home. Oh Lord, this one's a classic in many cultures, especially in Asian families. It's where praise is treated like some rare endangered species that might go extinct if used too often. Instead, you get gems like, "Why are you so stupid?" or "No one will want to marry you if." And finally, we've got the comparison champions, those parents who have a PhD in, "Why can't you be more like so-and-so's kid?" I mean, who hasn't had nightmares about other people's children? It's like growing up in a constant competition where you're always somehow coming in last. But here's the good news. And yes, there is good news. While we can't change our past or magically transform our parents' mindsets, we can absolutely rescue ourselves. Let me share 3 game-changing strategies that worked for me. First up, start seeing yourself clearly. I mean, really seeing yourself, not just focusing on what you think is wrong with you. We've got this habit of zeroing in on our flaws like they're the only channel playing, but there are so many other awesome shows on your personal TV, if you know what I mean. Next, learn to blame the right things, and spoiler alert, it's not always you. Lost your job? Maybe it's because the company's downsizing, not because you're worthless. Life's got this thing called context, and sometimes stuff just happens. Finally, and this is my favorite part, start collecting wins, even tiny ones. Cook an amazing meal? That's a win. Finish a book you love? Victory dance time. Nail that karaoke song? You're basically a rock star. These small victories add up to something huge. Real, lasting confidence. And remember, that black hole isn't you. It's just something that happened to you. And anything that can happen can also unhappen with the right tools and mindset. If you enjoyed this series, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Your free likes are the greatest encouragement for me. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.